Hey guys, the content of this video goes against what a lot of people are predicting in the market about the end of the career of programmers being replaced by artificial intelligence. And we're talking about very smart people. However, there's another group of experts who argue that in fact, if you take advantage of this moment the right way, it'll be the greatest opportunity since the invention of the internet. This subject of artificial intelligence taking over programming jobs is everywhere. Articles are being written, social media is going crazy, and it seems like every video on YouTube is accompanied by comments about it. Speaking of comments, comment down below if you're already a programmer or if you're thinking of starting in this market. I promise I'll answer everyone individually. Today's video is here to answer a very important question. Will programmers be obsolete in 5 to 10 years? After learning a lot, researching and using a range of AI tools since January 2023, I can say I've got many thoughts on this topic. Rest assured that by the end of this video, I'll not only give you an answer, but I'll also suggest the path I'm taking. So watch the video, clear your doubts, and stay until the very end where it'll all make perfect sense to you. Let's split this video into two parts because this topic shapes lives. First, does this fear make sense? Has this happened before in other times? Second, what can AI do for programmers today? And what should you do to protect yourself? In this first part, if this fear makes sense, there's a lot to discuss about it. What's funny is how so many experts have been proven wrong until now. Sure, they talk about how AI has an eye on creative professions, but not too long ago these same experts were saying that certain professions like doctors, lawyers, accountants, and programmers could not be replaced by robots with intelligence artificial. They said that there are things that are too complicated for robots, such as subjective judgment, creativity, and empathy. Only manual or operational jobs were in danger, right? That's what they said, but they quickly changed their minds because now these jobs are rightly in the crosshairs of AI. Writing, design, finance, programming. And it's exactly the programming that we're going to delve into today. And this goes for both game and app programming, for example. To better understand and formulate a more informed opinion about the future of technology, especially AI, we need to be always educating ourselves, always learning. To form our own vision for the future of artificial intelligence, we need to look at how technology has already impacted and changed the past. The first professions that come to mind are industrial ones like welding, painting, and assembling the vehicles we use. Nearly every job in factories is being automated in some way. You once needed 10 people for a job. Today, maybe only 2 are necessary. Do you really believe someone is manually sorting each box of cookies you buy? Of course not. But look, this phenomenon isn't new. Centuries ago, scribes who wrote books and documents by hand were replaced by the printing press, invented around 1436, not to mention the mobile typography that emerged in the Far East around 700 AD. What about agriculture? How is it done today with tractors and machines compared to the past when hand tools and animals were used? In the old days, a person with a few oxen or horses could barely cultivate 1 hectare a day. Today, with the help of a tractor and other machinery, one person can take care of 100 hectares in a single day. And this applies to all stages of agriculture: plowing, planting, spraying, and now harvesting. It's a huge difference. And what about the laundresses and weavers? Now we use personal washing machines or go to the laundromat with a few coins. 19th century weavers and textile workers in England even went so far as to destroy washing machines in protest against unfair labor practices caused by automation. Stockbrokers, I don't call anyone to make an investment operation. I use a mobile app or brokerage software. Secretaries and typists have been replaced by apps, cashiers by kiosks, and telemarketers by automated calls trying to talk about your car's extended warranty or upgrading your internet plan. Did you know that in the past, for your call to reach another person, a human had to manually connect the calls? When we look at these jobs and how they've been replaced, it makes perfect sense that there's a real concern from programmers that they're going to be the next to be replaced by technology. So let's keep that in mind as we discuss what AI can do for programmers right now, because we need all of this information to better predict the future. Moving into the second part of the video, what can AI do for programmers today? There are several tools that can help developers get their work done. There are specific tools today for reading code, completing code, automated testing, and code refactoring. Mainly the code generation tools like Bayou or OpenAI's Codex and other similar tools that other tech giants are developing. OpenAI's Codex, for those who don't know, is basically what's behind ChatGPT and the code generation part. It's also what underpins GitHub Copilot. These code generation tools take plain text and turn it into usable code. It's not perfect, it still takes human intervention, but for how long? These issues will certainly be resolved in the near future, and they can do everything they can do. I've taught before completing code, generating code, writing tests, refactoring code, describing bases, and overall it's impressive what they can do for your workflow of programming. Now comes the most important part of the video. Given this information, do I think programmers will be obsolete in the next 5 to 10 years? Before giving the answer, remember that at the end of the video I'm going to tell you exactly the path I'm taking and that I indicate for you to protect yourself. Will programmers become obsolete? No, not obsolete. That's not the right word. Significantly reduced? Absolutely. What about in the next 5 years? Definitely in the next 10 years. Now pay careful attention. I'm thinking about how tractors have drastically reduced the number of farmers needed. I'm thinking about textile workers being replaced by fewer machine operators. I'm thinking of junior or beginner developers, or those with very basic knowledge being rendered obsolete by artificial intelligence. As AI evolves, the demand for professionals to develop, update, and manage these systems will probably increase. So although AI can automate and assist with certain aspects of programming, it's unlikely to completely replace programmers. The role of human programmers will likely shift, focusing on the more complex, creative, and interpersonal facets of software development that AI can't replicate. At the end of the day, there's always going to be a need for someone to bridge the gap between the AI, the code, and the end user who needs the product. And that person is you. The pressure you are feeling now is because the competitive benchmark is going to rise. Therefore, to maximize your chances of success, the best thing you can do is strive to be as far ahead on the competence curve as possible. In other words, you have to focus on learning, stay updated. As I have said, and I repeat, the first ones to lose their jobs will be the professionals who do not know how to become more efficient using the right artificial intelligence tools. In other words, there's still a lot of value in our tech and programming space, but the days of easily picking up gold nuggets on the street are over. For the dedicated and innovative, though, a new gold rush is starting. On the bright side, I see AI helping anyone become a programmer because it's no longer a must to grasp every technical detail. Artificial intelligence will lend you a hand with programming. I'm interested in your opinions on all this. Drop them in the comments and I'll get back to you. If you like this video, give it a like, share it, and subscribe to stay up to date. See you in the next video. Catch you later.